what do you think about that LeBron and Stephen A. Smith ordeal?
Man, that was pretty crazy. My thoughts about it, though, is I think LeBron, he kind of did it the wrong way. I think what he should have done is not call him out during the game. Just talk to Stephen A. and say, hey, man, look, after the game, let's go. I need to talk to you after the game. Instead of just like, hey, don't mess with my son. Don't you fuck with my son? Huh?
Right.
Like, he was really upset. I could tell. But
yeah, you can see his bottom lip quivering.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, but he has to realize, look, he got his son the job.
Yes, he did.
And with this job comes a lot of opinions.
That's right.
Good, bad, ugly. So people have to realize, and when you're in the spotlight like that, not everybody's going to praise you, all the time, because when you have a bad game, those people, writers, journalists, YouTubers, they have to let that be known as well. They have to expose that as well. When you do good, have a great game, if they're not biased, they will throw that information out there as well.
Yeah, and if Bronny was playing well, we wouldn't be talking about this right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And LeBron let his becoming a daddy first, then, anything else. Because you cannot protect your son after a while. Sometimes you gotta throw him in the fire and just have him handle it himself.
Believe that.
And when he goes back, I'm not saying this time, but let's say in other businesses or other revenues, like, people don't respect, and I've seen it, and people don't respect if you didn't work to get to a certain level. And they'll be like, oh, daddy helped him out. You get me? So,
Nepotism.
So if his dad did that, a lot of times people will be like, of course daddy gonna come to your rescue. You understand?
Yeah.
LeBron's not gonna always be there for his son.
Yeah.
So he has to understand he can't show that S on his chest all the time.
Yeah, but this is really LeBron's fault. He did this, man. He really did this. It's really his fault. He put his son onto the team and get paid a lot where he doesn't really deserve it. He just got the name. I
understand that.
You know what I'm saying? So it was really LeBron's fault, and he should really chill off that, man. So now it's a big mess and shit against reporters and athletes. Like, how far can they really go?
And at least he didn't do the Will Smith slap. Keep my son's name out your mouth. Beep.
Hey, that might be coming.
But nah, he got too much to lose.
Keep my son's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah, I just think I think he orchestrated it. I think he saw him, he didn't control himself, and then was like, there's cameras rolling. Yeah. You get me?
Oh, yeah.
And he knew what he was doing, but at the same time, I think instinct jumped in. Now, I don't know what Stephen A. has said about his son, but I know it's been a lot worse people talking about his boy.
Yeah.
So if you're going to confront one person about it, you got to go to every other person, individual, and go to them and say, hey, keep my son out your mouth.
Exactly. I wonder who else complained about Bronny, man.
Well, I mean, a lot.
Gilbert Arenas and them?
Nah, Gilbert, man. He used to work out with him. He used to train Bronny and maybe the other boy, too. So, Gil, if you look at Gil's, a lot of his stuff, he's not going against the grain. He's going with the grain.
Yeah, do you watch the show though?
Yeah, I like Gil. I like his personality.
I do too.
But he makes sure he doesn't criticize Bron a lot because Bron used to pay him.
I guess so.
Well, no, it's no. I guess he used to. Gil used to train his sons.
Okay.
So I don't know how like close they are, and I used to hear it, but from Gil. But you could tell Gil doesn't. He tries to defend Bron, and everybody, Bronny a lot.
Okay.
To the point, a lot of what he says, you can't even take it with because it's not down the middle.
Yeah.
Even though I love Gil's crew, I watched.
Me too. Yeah, I watched it too. Yeah. You watched a little 2-on-2 going on.
Yeah.
He'll pass it to Nick Young.
Yeah, they like brothers. They like brothers.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying that you cannot be biased if you have an opinion on that kind of board.
Yeah, true that. I believe you, man. And I believe that they're gonna have. I say this now on the show that they're gonna have a talk. They're gonna have a special segment. LeBron, Stephen A. They gotta squash it. They gotta talk the differences. You know what I mean? They have to talk the differences.
Yeah,
and Bronny gotta be there too.
Because what it does, it helps both parties.
Yeah.
If he goes on Stephen A's podcast, that helps his podcast.
That's right.
And then now Bron gets to say his voice, and then try to fix everything if it's truth or not.
Yeah. And
try to put a Band-Aid on it and be his own PR for him and his boy.
Right. What I read too was when Stephen A was in the game, Bronny looked at Stephen A, and Stephen A looked at Bronny, and Bronny just looked like sad, like down, like looking all down. And that's why LeBron did what he did. You know what I mean?
But you can't do that. You can't do that on that stage. Like, you can't. You pull people behind stage. And Bron comes from this era of social media. So a lot of people don't even think about that. If you look back in the day, I mean, a few people would do it, like confront people, but Barkley. But, Rodman, do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But a lot of them make sure it's behind scenes.
Yeah.
And that's the best way you have to do it.
You're right. But they did it on camera.
They did it on
camera. So it's something blending with that thought of just doing it like during the game. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be something going on. Maybe they just want more clout.
And maybe it's because he knows the cameras are rolling, LeBron. Yeah. But at the same time, if his little he had that little pouty face he has, and you could tell that he was getting his boys back.
Exactly,
and
man.
At that rate, I don't fault him because instincts are instincts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't fault him either.
Look at the motherfucking animal kingdom. When a cub, a bear, is getting attacked, who's there? The mama bear is right there.
The mama, exactly.
You get me? And it's instinct, but at the same time, he's been doing this a long time. And he should know. He should know.
And he's better than half the players in the NBA right now.
And everybody has phones.
They do.
And it's not like back in the day, 90s, even early 2000s, like you could do stuff and it won't be caught on footage.
Unless it's on the newspaper.
Right.
The front page.
Yeah, but that's very like percentage-wise is low.
Yeah,
Now,
it's limited.
Now it's like 90%, maybe 95%.
Yeah,
you get me. So it's a different era to lash out.
Yeah, it is,
especially if you are a professional.
And nowadays, it's more people. Like right now, you said it's limited back then, but now it's unlimited, where people have their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
You and I got opinions.
Right.
Everybody else on YouTube, on TikTok, on social media, all have their opinion.
Right, wrong, or in between. It is what it is. But
it is.
And it's good that people got voices. But
that's right.
I would say with LeBron and Stephen A, that's two mega powers colliding momentarily.
It is.
Two egos, both of them got pride, and so
hell yeah, they got pride.
You get me? So it is what it is. But Bron just has to watch out. But he's at the end of his career, and who knows, his personality might just be like, well, fuck it, I'm 40 right now. I'm about to leave this soon. You get me? I'm about to leave this, so I ain't got nothing to lose.
Man, it's gonna be sad when LeBron retires, Curry, KD retire, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sad, man.
I think a lot of people have one stage, two stage, three stages of themselves. Talking about personalities, right?
Okay.
So when I do stuff and a lot's on my mind, if I go to work, I might end up just being the comic relief, right? You know why? Because it not just helps them, and you know they getting entertained, we going back and forth, but man, that helps me. That one I'm venting, to be, you know, funny, blah blah blah, or whatever, joking around, venting, and that just helps me seeing them happy, and they making me happy by coming back at me. You get me?
It's positive, energy.
But that's different levels. That's,
yeah.
We all got three sides to us. Hell, what's the one thing you don't see people doing? I ain't talking about crazy people, but a lot of people talk to themselves, and that's another thing. Like, that's another level to the game, because you're talking to yourself and you're kind of like coping with yourself, maybe what to do, how to do, when to do. You get me? So everybody has that, and we all individually. That's what makes human beings so fascinating, is because we all cope differently.
What's the third level?
The other level is like, all right, you got the meditation or knowing yourself, but we all, it's like there are different levels. We all got different scenarios how we cope with things, and that's what I'm saying.
Maybe what you mean is like maybe frequencies, different frequencies that we have in our personalities. You know, it could be the humorous, it could be the serious.
Serious.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, there's like probably like 5 different things.
No doubt.
You get me? But we all have those three things we rely on without even knowing we're relying on sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. I believe that.
You get me? So
that's dope, man. We talk about meditation, man. I didn't know you meditate, because I did that too.
I used to.
Yeah.
I need to get back into it.
Me too, man.
But I just knew. I mean, that's why I keep my circle really tiny. And then I know the levels to the people I tell things to about upping my game in life or whatever. And you could know who they are. The ones you could really talk to. Because the ones you talk to they could recite it to you in 3 weeks. If you remind them. Hey, you remember when I was talking about that? Oh yeah, you were talking about blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But if you got somebody who interrupts you and switch the game about what they need to do, and you're not even done, or they don't remember half the shit you're talking about, or when you got an idea and it got to include them instead of congratulating and listening to you, those are the people you should not tell your ideas to when you want to up your game in life.
That's true.
Maybe get a job or whatever. You tell them after that you succeed in that. You get me?
Right.
You tell them after you get that job or after that idea has started blossom. And that's when you might be able to tell them. But in the beginning, man, there's not too many people who's looking out who really got the best interest, even though they say they do.
Yeah, and they got to read that book, How to Make Friends and Influence People. You ever read that book?
Nah, man, because
that's a very, very important book.
My thing is, man, like,
by Dale Carnegie.
When it comes, like, I'm not saying I don't need that, because I need everything, but I don't need to make a friend.
Boom.
How to make a friend, how to win a friend over. You know why? Because that means I'm trying to win them over. In my opinion, and I'm not putting the book down, but in my opinion, a lot of my good friends has happened with us growing and me. Yeah, we see faults. I see a fault, but once I see some red flags in that person, but we hella cool, or if I tell them something about what I'm trying to do, you can see it, man. It's plain and simple right there. But you know what? We ignore a lot of situations when we're talking to people. So that's why we get caught up with certain things, right?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
ignoring the red flag.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of dudes and a lot of girls like I became friends with, and if I'm hurting, I get a call or a text or I have an idea. They don't even ingest. Say, yeah, yeah. You put us in it. No, they're there listening. Your friends, your true friends are. My mom used to say this. When it's good, going good in your life, everybody's your partner, right?
Yeah.
But when it's bad, who do you hear? Like somebody gonna tell you, let's say this podcast starts growing, which we will be growing. But
Exactly.
People like, man, I ain't doing shit, right?
Yeah.
But once it starts, and that's at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
But once it starts really, really taking off, that's when, hey, yo, what's up? Yo, let me be on that shit.
Yeah.
Like, do you
That's
get me?
true.
But you get me, and that's how shit is in life, yo. And so I don't need a book or a person, an author to tell me about how to win a friend over, because once I meet you and we kick it off, I'm gonna kick it with you. But I'm gonna I'm gonna see how far our friendship gonna last. Are you a level 1 friend, or do you end up being a level 4 friend, or a level 7 to 10 friend? And that's depending on you, and it's not judging. You're showing me who you are.
Well, maybe you don't need a book because you probably know the book already without even reading it. But I'm saying this book is very important if you want to be in sales. If you're a salesperson.
In sales, yeah.
Dude, it's a very, very good book. You're not trying to really run them over, but you do got to read the red flags. So you're on point what you're saying. There's got to be a chapter in that book that what you're saying. Like you got to just read that people, like how they're taking it. Like you can really tell. You can really tell who's really interested. Like, say you're talking to me right now, right? I'm on the phone like this. Like you're talking to me right now.
Right.
Or like I'm talking to you and you just writing.
No, I'm talking to you right now. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm just like texting.
So all right. Oh, I'm like, hey, yo, I got something for you, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm not even listening. Exactly, yo.
Yeah, it's like you're not listening to
what
you're saying. I know you're writing right now because we're on the show, but I know you're listening because you got the headphones on. But with other people,
that's what I'm saying. Yo.
Other people, I know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it.
It's like, damn, even if something simple, damn, girl, my hamstring hurts. I pulled it. Man, it's cold out here. Like, did you hear a word I just said?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just hear a word I just said?
Yeah.
You get me?
But I fall victim because sometimes I don't give a fuck what the hell you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care what people, So I do the same thing. Like, someone's telling me, hey, the weather is kind of raining tonight. Yeah, So I give that same vibe. But if I'm interested in what you're talking about, then I'm going to give you my full attention.
Right. And I guess I've been doing that for a while. Like, I do get, if I'm intoxicated, you're going to get that from me. You definitely, if I'm fucked up, you're going to definitely get that from like me, my mind wandering. I remember being at a club and I liked this chick, but she gave me the big quiz. What's my name? And she told me her name like twice. And I was like, Tamika? She was like, what Chinese girl you know named Tamika? I'll be one in the universe.
Yo, we intoxicated, man. I'm interrupting somebody.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But hey, man, that's some good. This is a good topic, man. God damn. Can we get that little sound again? Well, shout out to the book I just pulled out, How to Win Friends and Influence People, bro. It's a short book, a very short book.
I just heard you say how to win friends, but it's how to win friends and influence people. That influence people is big, especially for sales. Yeah,
sales. But if you want to be a boss, basically be a boss, you have to really lead them, but they want to be followed by you.
Right.
Very important book. I'm pretty sure you have some books that you read.
Man, I got a lot of books, man. Like I've read and it's been very, very like helpful. my stepmom gave me a book, and it was like how to be like the greatest salesperson, right? And it was an old book, and how to do this, how to speak in public.
Oh yeah.
She gave me a book like that. I just heard you say how to win people. I'm just like, I ain't trying to win nobody.
Oh no, I was just saying the people that
I was looking at it as a social platform, but no, business, how to win friends and influencers. Dude, that's humongous.
Big. It's a small book, but big knowledge, man.
Yeah.
So that's in monk mode. Bring it to monk mode. You got to learn. You got to start reading, bro.
Yeah. That's what really helps expand your mind too.
Big time.
Yeah.
And that's why I read hella books, and that's what we have to show.
Yeah.
Neil and I reread books, so that's what we have to show. We ain't doing it for fun.
No.
We're feeding y'all knowledge.
So because I know you're a knowledge dude when it comes to relationships, because you've been in a good deal of relationships.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So tell me this: having friends with benefits with an ex. Have you done that? What's the good, bad, and ugly?
Okay, I had that before. Okay, so having friends with benefits with an ex. So what happened was, I had an ex and we broke up. We were together for like 7 years, 8 counting the friends with benefits. It was cool for a while, but feelings was still there. But knowing behind, in the back of your mind, that she could just move on. You know what I mean? And how you gonna act? How you gonna react to that? Like, are you gonna get mad? You can't. You gonna get jealous? Yeah, you can get jealous, but you can't really do nothing about it. Or vice versa. Like, if I start dating someone and she sees it and we have this little agreement, she might act up. So the benefits is fun, but in the long run, it did not work out at all. So I suggest that to all the listeners that don't do that. I know how it is, man. You've been with this girl for like years. All right, you've been with your girl for years and years. Y'all break up, and of course, y'all gonna still be doing the same things, the same routines. Like, hey, we got to do this and that. Oh yeah, we're broken up, but we still gotta do this and that. The best thing to do is just walk away. Don't do what I did. I did that a couple of times, man. I stay behind. I still wanted that attention. Or you should be paying attention to yourself. Like I said in this episode, monk mode. You got to be on monk mode. You got to start studying. Like what people are doing here at the lovely place of Coffee Lovers over here in San Jose, California. But I digress. Let me get back. So, having friends with benefits with the ex, nah. But I'd rather have friends with benefits with a friend. You know? So having friends with benefits with an ex, nah.
You never done it? I mean, not like
nah,
that.
I've done that.
So,
but having friends with the benefits with a friend, yeah.
Oh, with an extra person?
Yeah.
Look at you.
So what I was saying is, it doesn't work out, man, because if she starts dating somebody else, you know, initial I was with a couple girls actually
so how
be
did it
jealous,
work out?
Act out.
Like, in the long run, are y'all still friends?
If you start dating somebody else, it only lasted about a year. It won't work. Like with the ex especially. But the same routine.
Yeah. I've done it a few times, and I would say majority of the times I got lucky because there's a little break and they come back or whatever, and what you life just is too busy, so it was more understandings.
Okay.
So maybe she was coming around or I was coming around, and without us being vocal about it, it was an understanding, kind of like, all right, our schedules didn't work out no more, even though we was hooking up, and it just digressed and nothing happened no more. So it wasn't nothing bad, and it never had no other like women involved, but it was just an ending. You get me?
How long did it last though?
Maybe some a month, some 2. None 6 months, because a lot of times if you go that long, that's when feelings start to come up.
That's what happened to me. The old feeling came back. I do miss the, hey, I'm drunk. We're coming from San Francisco.
Where you at? Yeah.
Yeah, can you come over to my house? And she lived in Fremont. I live in San Jose. I'll be there. So she get there at 3. Did my thing. That's all she wanted because she was hella drunk.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the alcohol taste. Like when girls come over to my house and they're drunk, it's a turn off, man. Like they be drunk, and then like I'm on top, like, oh man, shit, it's going.
Right.
Yeah. It going soft, but
no. Oh yeah, you're stupid. Yeah, I have. I've done it a few times. When you talking about going soft, I have been drunk so bad that they're on top of me and I'll fall asleep.
Oh,
have you ever done that?
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't done that.
Yeah, I've done
man.
that like a lot of times. Not a lot of times. Like I say, like maybe about 4 or 5, and they're rocking on top, and I'm fucked up, and I'm just, and they're. Of course, they feel bad because they think that it's them. You get me?
Yeah,
I used to always tell them, I was like, no, it's not you. I was just really.
Oh, my
I've done it like a few times in my 20s, but you know, it never like crusade in a like, fuck you, I'm out of here. You get me?
Yeah,
it was just more when I woke up the next day, I would have to tell them, nah, it wasn't. I was just drunk as hell. I've done that a lot, and I remember one girl was like, it was still up. It was still up.
I got mine.
She did tell me that. I thought it was funny, but you know what, man? I'm fortunate that the exes I went back to, or they came back to me, that it didn't expel our relationship if I ran into them.
Yeah.
You know, I got really fortunate on that one, but
really good.
But yeah, I'm glad it was only a month or 2. A lot for it, because like I said, once it's back, somebody is trying to get back together. If it's 6 months, 4 months, 5.
Either one person trying to get back. You know what I mean? It's either the girl or the guy. Usually it's the guy. Usually it's the dude. Is always trying to get them back.
Once I break up, I can't put this. A lot of times, I don't want it back together because I feel like it won't be back together. Like if the Beatles got back together because Ringo he had the Chinese chick, and he said, you know what, forget y'all, I'm gone, right?
You mean John Lennon?
John Lennon, thank you.
Man.
John Lennon. But and he came back. Let's say he came back after 2 years or a year, right? With her, with the Shoki Ono, I know it's Ono.
Yeah. Shoki Ono or something Ono.
But I know it wouldn't be the same. In some cases, it works itself out again. You get me?
Yeah.
But for me, I know it won't work. But 90% of the women I broke up with, or they broke up with me, whatever, I have remained friends. Like I'll bump into them or call them if I saw them on Facebook or something, or hit them up or some kind of. So let me see how they doing. We'll talk. I got a kid now, and we'll just talk. But only, I say 90% of my relationships and it really good.
That's called moving on. Both y'all moved on.
Yeah.
But
And it bad, but we was able to grow
yeah,
and just be mature and after it wasn't like after 2 days, it was like a year will go by, a year and a half. And I come across them and I was let me see what's up with her.
Yeah.
And I remember like 3 of them, we just talked. And she was just telling me about this and that. But you can't, lightning don't strike all the time in the same spot. So I'm always prepared.
And that's why I don't believe in breaks. Have you ever had a break? I don't believe in that shit.
A break means
It's kind of like the same thing you just said. Like you try to get back, but it's not the same.
a break means, look, let's go out there and fuck other people and see about coming back later on.
Yeah. I don't
Let's
like.
go have some fun.
Yeah. Well, it's not like that, but look, it is like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what we say. It's like I think we gotta go.
political, yeah.
We gotta take a break from the relationship. See if I want to keep going with you or not.
I guarantee you, whoever throws that out first is the one who's getting dicked up or going out to clubs. He's getting
especially.
his thing. And there's always that one hoping that person comes back. You get me?
But if it's a dude, like he really has a girl on the side. So yeah, I'm about to go Hawaii with her for 2 weeks. So I think we need a break.
And that girl got.
You don't say that.
That girl going to Jamaica and getting it in.
But if it's a guy, you already have a side chick.
Majority, it matters. If he's the one, but a lot of times, man, if it's a guy, she's not putting it out. She's not having sex with him. For always, being passive, and he's gonna. What does hunters do? They go out hunting. If you can't have it, right? So if he says it and he ain't got nothing on the side, he's sharper than that spear.
Or
and with her, it's the same with maybe he's not giving her the emotions that she once has. We're both different creatures.
Or they just keep fighting too much. It's like every day is something new, something small. Just fight. I think we need a break.
Yeah.
That's the only time I break. You know what I mean?
Right.
We get back and we had the old thing back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just work it out. That's how you work it out.
Sometimes it's good to take a break and just hope that, like, I did have one girl, but I didn't want to know what she was doing. We took a break for 5 months, I think.
Yeah.
I was not asking questions, but she did in those 5 months. And she tried to ask me questions, right? But I was like, have I asked you? But I was having fun.
What kind of questions? Like, who you seeing now? You seeing anybody?
No, like if you was out, did you go out? I bet you went out and you was just fucking all kind of girls, weren't you? She'll say it's sweet. And I'm like, have I asked you questions? Have you, because I know I'm not going to get a very truthful answer.
Well, shit, I did. I asked, like, how about you? Because she be asking me, I'm like, nah. How about you? Nah,
see
just
what
going
I'm saying?
out. Just going out.
You see what I'm saying? Nobody's giving a truthful answer.
Nobody.
So,
I know damn well she ain't telling the truth.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So why ask?
Why ask?
Because now now insecurity is going to, and deep thoughts is going to start coming in.
It fucks with you, man.
It fucks with you.
Oh.
Especially you see something with a guy or a girl and you like, what the fuck is that? And then you like, wait, is that the motherfucker you was blah, 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 blah? No. So now you get your thoughts and your anger comes. So that's why I don't even preside that.
Yeah.
You get me?
We might as well just break up.
And you can't handle the truth. Like Jack Nicholson said in that movie, A Few Good Men, you can't handle the truth.
I can't.
People
Most
can't
definitely
handle
not.
the truth.
Hell no.
You want to know, but can you really? All right, now, can you tell me? I'm not gonna get angry.
Hey.
Can you tell me, and I tell you mine, what you did was 5 months? All right, we did a train with about 4 of us on the train with this porn star.
Motherfucker's over. I'm gonna cut you off right there.
We did that. What?
It's over.
You get me?
Yeah.
And that's vice versa with the chick, because
yeah,
she gonna be like, well, I went to Jamaica. It was 5 black dicks in my mouth. And you're like, right, but you understand what I'm saying.
I know. That's the truth, man.
Nobody can't handle the truth in
Nobody.
a situation when y'all just go, y'all go to situations where y'all split for a little bit, break. So why even put that torment in your head?
You might as well ask and lie.
You might as well
ask and lie.
Just get back together. Just get back together.
Just get back together or break up. It depends on the situation. It's got to be they both have to agree.
But you can't. You can't ask those questions.
You can't. You might as well lie.
You ain't gonna look at each other the same.
The same.
You gonna be giving her Listerine every Tuesday? Was you thinking about Jamaica?
Right. Fuck Jamaica.
She gonna give you soap to put all over your body every time.
You see a Jamaican man walking by, man, fuck him.
I bet he was him. I bet it was him. But you get me?
This is bullet.
So if y'all take a break, why ask the question what y'all did? Y'all both can't take the answers.
Yep. We don't. That's why I don't like breaks. Don't like it.
Nah.
Don't like it.
Hey, people, let us know what do you think about taking breaks. We would love to hear your opinion.
Or let us know what do you think about having friends with benefits with an ex.
Yeah. You was talking about.
Yeah, we have an email. He's asking Neil and me, what do you do if your friends think my girlfriend is ugly? Yeah. Hey. I'll read his emails. I don't see. I should have asked her. Hey, let me see a picture of your girl, but I don't want to be mean like that.
After a while, they get used to her, but you're gonna hear it from them. They didn't. The good thing about guys and women, but you're not gonna. They're not gonna insult the person in front of that individual.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
And you just gotta just strive. Which I'm saying in a guy's point of view, right? I have had a few non-attractive women, right?
Yeah.
And my guys saw them, and they really rode me. And we weren't dating, but they rode me. You get me? And I rode them on their situation, and it happens. Now, if you really, really like this, what you say, this ugly girl, like. You like her, so forget what everybody else thinks. She obviously has a good personality that you like.
There you go. Shout out to the listener, man.
Shout out to you, him. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
But yeah, this is my advice now. It matters but how you feel. There's something attractive about that ugly girl that you're with that you like. Who gives a damn if your friends think she's ugly? You like her because something inside of her you're attracted to.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
What would they say? One man's garbage or trash is another man's treasure. So you might do you think she ugly? Shit. Do you know what I'm saying? What do you gotta ask yourself what do you like about her? But forget what they say. They just riding you. People, friends are just riding you. At least they telling you what they think, but they just riding you. There ain't no harm in it. And look, here's my thing. The ugly girls, when they savage in the bedroom. Look, they want you to come back.
Hey.
They want you to come back. So
just turn off the lights. It's all the same thing.
They want you to come back. So, hey, if you like being with her, just enjoy her company, man. And just laugh when they talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they just shooting it with you. They're having fun.
Yeah, or, any of your friends, they're going to be nice about it. The only way they'll say that your girlfriend is ugly is you can do better, bro.
Yeah, if she's a bitch. If she's a bitch, that's when they really going to be vocal. And if she's a bitch to them, it's going to be that one person in a group who might tell the truth to her.
There's one guy.
There's always that one guy or that one girl in that group. You get me?
Hey, get your ugly ass girlfriend away from the kids, man. She's scaring the kids.
Kong, he's dating Kong. But I seen some women. Like I grew up with a lot of women, and I have seen some vocal women. Like if the guy gets out of place or
straight
maybe
up.
he's talking shit to their friend.
Oh,
And I have seen the girls just talk all kinds of nonsense to him. Look at this ugly ass motherfucker. He can't dress. He can't with none of that. And yeah, when it gets to that point, you get me? But you know what? Everybody's different. And if she don't look at her looks, because looks only go so far.
only goes so far, man.
And in personality, in the mind,
Yeah.
it goes so far further than looks.
Right.
So just enjoy her. Forget what everybody's saying. Just enjoy her company. And if you're happy, that's all that matters.
Because this is y'all world. Y'all run it. Y'all run
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all get it together now. Forget what people say about, your girlfriend.
So yeah. So thank you for writing us.
Thank you.
So you wrote the top 5 to end this.
Yes.
And I forgot what it was.
Okay, so this topic right here, Neil and I, we like comedy. Think of us as comedians. So, as comedians,
Who's your top 5?
hold on, let me get to there.
Gotcha.
So, as comedians, you have some comedians that inspire you to be the way you are, Neil, and the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got my top 5 of comedians. What is it? We start off with you first.
Okay. All right. Eddie Murphy is my number 1.
Oh, you can start with number 1?
No, but he's my 1. I mean, I guess so. Fuck it. Eddie Murphy is my 1. You know
okay.
why? He didn't do that many stand-up specials, but he inspired me as when I was younger. Because you didn't see that many black comics like and just taking over like he did, right?
Yeah.
And my brother used to watch Saturday Night Live, my older brother, and I saw some of his skits, right? And then I saw Raw, and I just saw he was a rock star.
Fuck yeah,
A
man.
rock star. And I just remember as a kid, be like, I want to be like them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so Eddie Murphy's my 1. Now I'm just going to go off top. I got Chris Rock. He's very he bigger, blacker, and his first special. Oh my God, I forgot what it was. God, I can't believe I forgot his first special.
Is that your number 2?
Now I'm just
Oh, you
going
just-
off. Now
you
I'm
just going off.
Now I'm sprouting.
Okay.
Then it's Chris Rock. His first 2 specials just amazing.
Yes. Man, he's a very smart comic,
He's
man.
very intelligent.
Very intelligent.
Dave Chappelle. It's not because of the Chappelle show. Matter of fact, I kind of kept running in the Chappelle before he was famous.
What?
My dad, when I went to go visit him, he put in a tape, and it was Whoopi Goldberg, Billy Crystal, and Robin Williams. It was some kind of HBO shit about, and they're like,
And we talking old school.
and they were like helping the homeless, and they were having comedians, right?
Right.
And I remember Whoopi introducing this guy, and she was like, "Give it up for the baby, Dave Chappelle," and he just had me laughing. I don't know what he looks like, right? And then my boys started showing me movies like Half Bacon, Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Men in Tights, yeah.
And then, he just had
Damn.
a special in '99, and I know that thing by heart. And then he had
Killing Me Softly.
Killing Me Softly.
Yeah.
I know that thing by heart, and I watched it that many times. So Dave is my other one. And then you got Richard Pryor. I saw Richard Pryor movies as a kid. My mom would watch them, but they weren't. They were more serious movies, right?
Yeah.
And I saw it with the kids. He's helping the kids. But my boy, when I was 26, gave me all his albums. And I was just like, damn, this dude is fucking brilliant.
So you just listening, huh?
Yeah, on his DVDs. I mean, no DVD, CD.
CD.
And he had like eight of them, I think. And I just studied them, and now I know where people got the format from. It was Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Right? And then last but not least, George Collins.
Damn, George Carlin. Yeah.
He's not even a comedian. He's like a prophet on there.
He is like a prophet, ain't he?
A lot of stuff he said has come true, and it still holds him strong.
You learn a lot.
Yeah, and I gotta give it to those. And my honorable mention is Cat Williams.
Is he still alive, George Carlin?
No, he died.
He died? Okay, but Cat Williams, yeah, man.
That's my honorable mention. I just like his insight to life on the stage. And he's very he's an intelligent guy, and I like him. I really do. So he's my honorable mention.
Damn.
What about you?
So that's it. I thought we were taking turns on this shit, but you did a great presentation. All right, I'm gonna start off with number 5. My number 5 is Corey Holcomb.
Oh, dude.
He's a pimp.
The baby in the toilet?
Yeah.
Bye, baby.
Bye, little motherfucker. I don't know you. He is raw. He don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Number 4, Mike Epps. I gotta give it up to Mike Epps, man. He got the hood comedy that I understand.
Yeah.
Like I could relate to growing up. I can relate to Mike Epps, man. The shit he talks about, it's just like spontaneous.
Yeah, and he did something hard. He went after in the franchise of Fridays.
Yeah,
he went after Chris Tucker, and he became Day. Like he didn't try to imitate nothing. He put his own stamp as that character, and that was hard.
That was
he
hard.
had a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
Yeah, I saw his auditioning. He made everybody laugh.
Dude, I give him all the props in the world.
Let's go. Well, like your list, Cat Williams. I like the shit he talks about. He talks about everything. Current events. His spin on it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Unapologetic.
Yeah.
Number 2, damn. Dave Chappelle. The number 1 show, Chappelle's Show.
Classic.
Dude, he's the only one that can pull it off.
He captured the world.
The whole world, man. So people still watch it. I still watch it sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all the specials, seen it. The one in San Francisco, I forgot what it's called.
Right.
When he talks about
when he had the mustache.
Yeah, the mustache.
Yeah.
We talking about some homeless dude jerking off in the bus. Like, hey man, you hit my elbow. And he shoots one off. All right.
That's awesome.
My number 1, Richard Pryor. Hey, Jack. I can't do his voice. Hey, motherfucker. Oh shit. But yeah, he did bring out the blueprint of how it should be.
Yeah.
And he kept it raw. And that's like in the 70s and 80s.
Dude, he was murdering.
He was the modern day, well, not modern day because we can't really say jokes now, but how everybody was, like how Martin is, Eddie Murphy, they all learned from Richard Pryor.
The one thing Richard Pryor did, he put his soul out there. He talked about his strengths and weaknesses.
And pain.
Out there. And made it into a laughter like no other. And that's when you have to commend that man, because that's fucking hard.
That's the blueprint. Kevin Hart does it. Kevin Hart does it. Mike Epps done it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You know what? One person I gotta say, Patrice O'Neal.
Yes.
Patrice O'Neal was a savage.
A savage.
I love Patrice. And I got into him not at his prime. I just got into him like late, and I started listening to him being on a podcast with some people. And,
me too.
And then I listened to his last special before he died all right, he died and it came out, and Patrice O'Neal has to go up there, honorable mention / him, Cat Williams together. Like Patrice is amazing.
To be honest, Patrice O'Neal is the inspiration of the show. Because this show we're talking about relationships, dating, we're talking about men improvement.
Mm-hmm.
That's the show. That's Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
The inspiration of the show, and that's why we have it.
I gotta give him credit. I love Patrice.
Me too.
He to me is the pinnacle of how men should walk around and just express and feel like a man and not feel guilty being a man, because the television or movies are telling you shouldn't do this because it's too manly. You get me?
That's the red pill right there.
So
red pill.
He was a walking red pill.
Goddamn right, man. Another honorable mention to me is D.L. Hughley.
D.L.
Hughley is also intelligent, and it does great crowd work.
He does. You know what?
Anybody in the watching it, like, look at this motherfucker right here with the tight shirt.
He was the first dude I copied.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, me
he was
too.
the first dude I copied, trying to talk shit to people, and then I even mimicked his style.
Me too. And Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, but I like DL. Yeah.
I also imitate Martin Lawrence style too.
Oh my god.
In the past,
Martin Lawrence was the number one in my opinion in the 90s. In the 90s, I think Martin Lawrence was the number one.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedian. Now I could be wrong, but in my opinion, he had his show going on. He did Bad Boys, and he did Def Comedy Jam.
Dude, acting the same. But nowadays,
the greatest host. Martin Lawrence is the greatest host ever. The greatest host. Watch Def Comedy Jam, people.
Yep.
The greatest entertaining host.
Def Comedy Jam. You can probably see it on Netflix or especially on YouTube.
I don't care where you see it. Watch it. The greatest, funniest host.
He has great crowd work. He'll make fun of anybody's haircut, anybody's shoes,
and make that person laugh and enjoy it themselves.
The whole crowd laugh.
Instead of them not feeling stupid, he made them feel like he made them laugh.
Also, Joe Torre too from Def Comedy Jam.
You know what, Joe? When I was a kid, because remember he was the host after
Martin.
So I thought Joe Torre was going to be like the next god in comedy.
Really?
No, I did as a kid. I liked him.
Me too.
But I thought because it was like he's the second coming.
Yeah, right.
You get me? He's after Martin, so he's definitely gonna be the man. So so every time when I see him, it puts a smile on my face, even if he's doing an interview. Honestly, it puts a smile.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, I was like, oh, he's gonna be next. He's gonna be big.
You know who I think is also hilarious is Bill Bellamy.
Bill, you know what?
He's hilarious, man.
What Bill? I give Bill credit. When blacks weren't a lot, like people weren't, not like nowadays. You see us all over movies and shit.
Yeah.
Bill was like the first black dude on a consistent basis on MTV.
Yeah, that's true.
You get me?
That's true.
And he was cool as a motherfucker.
He was smooth, man.
He was smooth and cool as ice, yo.
Watch How to Be a Player.
He was smooth.
On DVD or Netflix.
He was smooth. And Bill is going to always get my love just because he was a groundbreaker. And a lot of the sad part, time, and this is in life, like as time goes on, people tend to forget because people don't bring them up.
Yeah.
Bring things up.
Yeah.
You get me?
Right.
That's why LeBron is on this. I'm not going on LeBron convo. He's on this going around and just telling people I'm the greatest, right? It's a story. Like if you tell people Neil's the best for a year, it's subliminal thoughts. And what? Now these young kids think he's the best or the greatest because he's always throwing that out, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's where we're at. Like people don't, we're not a past kind of thing. People don't want to talk about the past because after 10 years or whatever years, the youngsters only see what's going on now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You
man.
understand what I'm saying?
That's the thing now.
So a lot of youngsters like, I don't know about Jordan. It's LeBron because LeBron goes around saying he's the greatest, right?
Yeah.
And that's the bad part about where we're at, because Bill Bellamy needs to be talked about where he did. Richard Pryor needs to be talked about what he did on a consistent basis.
Also,
Time does move on.
Yeah. Also, Arnez J. Arnez J was crazy.
That dude,
He's all energy.
that dude is a kilo of coke on
Yeah,
stage.
he is. Y'all check out Arnez J.
That dude is I love him. He's himself. He is comfortable on that stage like no other dude.
Yeah.
He is. I give him all the credit. I love it. That, yeah.
Too comfortable, man.
I love it. It's like, go on. I seen him, and I get mad that he's over. It's over with. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. Like Jamie Foxx to me he's funny too. Like
He's talented. He's
very talented. I also try to mimic his style too. You know, I in the world being funny like myself. Like there's parts of each comedian that is in my humor.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Jamie Foxx is one of them because I like to do impressions. So I try
Right.
to do impressions.
Godfrey does amazing.
Amazing. Like Ari Spears does amazing.
I saw him in live, and
oh yeah,
yeah, he brought me and Milena, but
he did.
Yeah,
What'd he
but
say?
Something, she Filipino, me black, some shit about us being together. But Ari Spears, I remember him on Mad TV.
Mad TV. Jerry Maguire.
He was in Jerry Maguire?
Yeah. But he didn't say much. Give me the money. Show me the money. He's right there with Cuba.
He for real.
That was him. Watch it again on YouTube or something.
No way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, Ari Spears is nice with impersonation. Him and Godfrey are beautiful at it, and Jamie too. But
how about Jay Farrow?
He cool too.
Oh man, he up there.
He cool.
Up there.
But yeah, those five with Cat Williams and Patrice O'Neal. Because I'm sorry, Patrice, I did not mention you, but Patrice and Cat are my honorable mentions.
Yeah, we got a lot of honorable mentions.
But my five is my five, bro.
That's my 5 too. And so yeah, man. Thanks for listening, y'all. This is another great episode. Man, we covered a lot. We covered the emails. We covered what life talks, man. And we living it right now. So like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yes, absolutely. And one shout out to my boy Sanford Lee. He does a podcast, Life in America. Very, very intelligent brother. He was in the Navy, did a lot for this country, and bless that brother and even Brother Blue, who I just met. But people, thank you for listening, and please leave some comments.
Shout out to the folks, man. To the folks you give a shout out to. Let's do it again. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Again, like and subscribe, y'all. Give us some more likes. Give us some more comments. Talk about what we talked about today, and we will respond. Late.